Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Tigers' kickoff unit is ready, and so is his home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. There he goes. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cobb. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Brown will throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. Runs, got enough space, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll declined that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Moore. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and that can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Trying the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Denson. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Clemson is quick to the line. Got it, looking for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that one.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass.
Number 81, set to kick it over.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. will open from the 15. Running inside, it's Cobb. Across the 25, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff to Johnson. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Up to 45 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. There's a crease. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to one timeout left in the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. And he could not get loose on the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Clemson set up with another first down. To throw, it's Denson. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws it deep. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Brown wants to pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Cobb. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Right back to him on the ground. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. They want to run this quarterback.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now on the move. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Run inside. It's Cobb. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they tacked on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught over the middle, it's Moore. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across for 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Here comes the heat. He's got him. Tripped up for the tackle. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The handoff to Johnson. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Brown will throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the eye.